Hey guys, hopefully you all survived Quad 1 classes, and so I'd like to welcome you to the Quad 2 section of courses. And one of the courses that you'll be taking is my course, Evidence-Based Practice and Decision Making in Kinesiology. And believe it or not, I actually like it. I love research. I love evidence-based practice research even more. And so it's a privilege for me to get to teach this class. It is an online class, and so periodically I like to just drop in and say hi virtually just to connect with you guys. For those of you who haven't met me, I'm Dr. Cosby, and so this is my section of Kin 610, and so I wanted to orient you guys to my Canvas page and to your Canvas course because I think it's important as a professor of an online course that the students really understand the structure of the Canvas course for which they will spend so much time. So this is your home page. This is the page you will always see when you log into your Canvas course for 610. And so on this page, really the most important information really is right here. It is an online class. However, what I found after teaching this class for 3 years is really that students were really truly struggling with the evidence-based practice statistics. And so what I did is I incorporated 3 face-to-face sessions to give students the opportunity to come ask questions, maybe practice those evidence-based statistics, or you could ask questions about the major assignment or the assignments due for that particular week. So it just really gives students a chance to kind of interact with me in a true face-to-face setting. And so those dates are here, and we will meet in Liberty Station, room 203. Now there are 2 other sections of Kines 610, both led by Dr. Alvar, and so Dr. Alvar and I are really teaming up to lead these face-to-face sessions. So I think it'll be good to have collaboration across all 3 sections of Kines 610. So once we navigate away from the home page, I think you'll spend most of your time in the modules page. And what I've done for this course is I've kind of put the course information, maybe nuts and bolts up front in this first module or section. And so what you'll see here are just information about me as your professor for this course, the required materials and textbooks for this course, which, believe it or not, there isn't. There are so many evidence-based practice textbooks out there, and to be quite honest, none of them are that great, but they had great pieces of information. So I've taken the great pieces of information and made this online course for you guys. So if you could take the time to complete this MS-Kin introduction survey by October 24th, that would be great. The purpose of this survey really is to allow me to understand where you are in your walk with evidence-based practice. Do you know what it is? Have you ever heard of it? Are you currently a clinician who's using evidence-based practice to drive your decision making? I need to know what group of students I have so that I can truly lead you guys through this course based on what you know about evidence-based practice. I don't want to make the assumption that you either don't know what evidence-based practice is or that you do. I'd like to really truly create a robust learning environment. So if you could take the time to fill this survey out by clicking on it by October 24th, that would be great. It takes maybe 2 or 3 minutes. So once we move from the nuts and bolts module, what you will see are that the modules are set up by weeks. So module 1 is week 1, module 2 is week 2, so forth and so on. So there will be 8 total modules that you will go through because this is an 8-week course. And I like to say that honestly, if you follow the module in order, you will be most successful. So we always want to begin by clicking on the week overview. And this is honestly where I've spent a lot of time trying to organize the class. Your overviews really tell you what are you going to cover for the entire week. And then what I really like is that when you get to the end of that overview, it tells you which assignments are due and when they're due. Okay. I have been intentional about making sure that assignments are always due on the same day of the week and are always turned in on the same day of the week. And so what you will see here is that to give you that 4-day weekend, that Friday and that Monday, most assignments are going to be due on Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. The exception for that is during Thanksgiving week, where obviously Thanksgiving is on a Thursday, so I thought you should have a day of rest, right? So the due dates for that particular week will look a little bit different. But consistency in an online course is absolutely important, so you will see that all assignments are due Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. So always start with your weekly reviews. And then from there, you progress through that module in the order that it's listed. Okay, what you will always have is at least one assignment due in each of the modules, if not two. You usually always have some sort of discussion board where you're interacting with your peers. And then on Sundays, what you always have due is a quiz to make sure that you've gone through the content in the modules, and then a homework assignment sometimes if that's due as well. And then last but not least are these weekly check-ins. This is for me to see what was most confusing about the module. What did you enjoy about the module? And then last but definitely not least is, where did you spend most of your time in this module, and what are the struggles? Because I use these a lot of times to kind of improve the course, make changes. So your feedback is vitally important. So I've given points for that as well. Ultimately, there are 8 modules, as I've mentioned: Module 2, Module 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and 8. And so ultimately, we're going to get through this, guys, right? Here's my pep talk. It's an online course, but hopefully it's awesome. Hopefully it's motivating. Hopefully you'll do the work and treat it just like you would any face-to-face class. My job is to be available to you. So my contact information is on the homepage. So if ever there's a question about an assignment, a question about content, please, by all means, feel free to email me. Because this is an online course, I tend to respond within 12 hours. If I don't, text me. My cell phone is on the homepage as well. I wish you the best of luck in this last half of the semester, and I look forward to kind of reading your works and hopefully working with some of you guys on capstone projects after you finish this class.